people feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way, yeah. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
And we are live. Welcome back to Chart Striker, everybody. This is your host, Dana. Hope all of you have had a good weekend so far, a good week too. Me, myself, I've had a good one. Just been doing, the usual in life. And yeah, we're back. And let's get into it, shall we? No wasting time. So, Bitcoin. It's very interesting how things are slowly playing out in favor of the bulls, at least so far, okay? That nice divergence that I kept on talking about is now playing out. It's now playing out. The last time I streamed, it was still developing, right? We were still seeing red bars on the histogram. Right now, it changed to green bars instead. We have the MACD bullish crossover as well. We have the RSI above 50. So things are looking a bit better, right? I was discussing this with a Patreon member, and we were talking about what would be best for, like when it comes to taking a hypothetical trade, for example, right? Let's call it an hypothetical trade. And we're discussing what would be good, like in what areas would be. Hold on, let me bring the chart forward. I think I have it here somewhere. Yep, right here. So, when we were discussing it, Bitcoin was around these levels. It might have been before yesterday or yesterday, I don't remember. And we were talking about what the best scenario, like outcome out of what the chart was telling us would be. And I was telling him that this, for me, in my opinion, according to TA, right? This is a buying opportunity more than anything else. Like I wouldn't be shorting around these levels. And I told him why and so on and so forth. And funny enough, I think an hour or so after our conversation, this one pulled back a little bit more to this level, this support area that I was showing him. And then it just shot up from there. Now, on the daily, things are looking much better for the bulls. And do not forget about the other chart, this one. Hold on, let me bring it forward. Hold on, guys. Okay, this chart right here, right? Pauli, hello. I didn't see you right there. Glad you made it. Hope you've had a good week. Luckily, we've been in touch, through Discord. Otherwise, yeah. So this one that I was talking about, first of all, we retested this trend line as some sort of a demand line now, okay? Once we broke above it, we kind of fell back again within it, right? But then, we just wicked down. We really didn't see any body, within the triangle again, within this, wedge, not triangle, excuse me, wedge. We held and then we retested this old supply line as a demand line, and then we shot up from there. There's many things that I love with this chart, the daily chart, the 12-hourly chart, when it comes to who it's in favor of, okay? Because this is not a horrible candle, but we need something from Bitcoin now. We need something for this to continue. We need something to happen, okay? This is what needs to happen. We need a close above this level, 30,050 to 30,350-ish, like 30,350-ish. Any daily candle close above that area, or a 4-hourly candle close above this level would be good. Then we do have this obstacle around 30,730 to 30,860-ish. There is some, obstacle around that level, but the main resistance on the daily is all the way up here again. That is, if we can at least see a daily candle close above, 30,750. So right now things are looking good. We've broken above this descending wedge that we had. We held this around the 50%, retracement level as well. So history is being respected, first of all. Because remember, this bounced off, somewhere around, the 50% retracement area. Same thing here. And if it happens again, this is not a bad thing. On the weekly, we got negative, we got negative momentum on the oscillator, at least, on the histogram, like also MACD is bearish. But we'll see what happens. We still have 5 days to go. Like, the week is still a baby, so we'll see what happens. But on the daily, I'm liking this. We just need a close, at least a 4-hourly close, above this level for us to push, or at least for Bitcoin to push a bit higher, okay? Hold on, guys. Just gonna bring my bottle of water. Almost forgot. Just a minute. So, in short, nice divergence got respected. Like, so far, it's playing out. We'll see how far this takes us. We've broken out of that, descending wedge. We're holding this, 50% retracement level. These are not weak things. We're not talking about, weak factors at the moment. On the 4-hourly, there is a probability more than a possibility that, we could see a pullback. At least to 29.5. On the hourly, we got this, support right here. Around 29.6 to 29,470. If it holds and like there is demand around this level, then we might not see this support, just yet, which is around 29.3 to 29,171. If this is broken, any 4-hourly candle close below this area, then yeah, we could pull back a bit lower. So, it's good to be prepared, right? Prepared. if one is only thinking of one scenario, it's difficult to be flexible as well, right? So since we want to stay flexible, right, it's held like it tapped resistance. We could see a pullback. There is some sort of a shooting star that we're looking at the moment. Excuse me, guys. I've been shouting a week like this week, so bear with me. Screaming, shouting, whatever. Yeah, so it's gonna get interesting if we can see a close above this level. That's it for Bitcoin. Let's move on and have a look at Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum daily. Remember, guys, how I told you if we see a close below this level, we could, pull back. Then we have this support. I haven't changed anything on this chart. So we've tapped support, the daily, support, which is good. Let's see now. There is some sort of a nice divergence as well. Like as long as we do not see any daily candle close below 1,826, there's this second, nice divergence right here that could be respected. MACD is turning bullish. Good. Histogram is still negative. RSI still below 50. But I like this prior, daily candle. Like it wasn't that bad, right? Thing is, we need to see a close above this level right here. Gonna remove this. Not needed right now. We kind of tapped it, but if we can see a close for Ethereum above this level right here, above 1,892-ish, then there is really no resistance until, all the way up here, okay? 1,930-ish, somewhere around that level, 1,940-ish. After that, yeah. Back to this critical level again. Let me just mark this. When it comes to support, any hourly candle close below this level could take us, to the next support area. Unfortunately, there is really not much until all the way here. Like, to be fair, around 1,820 to 1,830. That is if we see an hourly candle close below 1,843-ish or 46-ish. Until then, it is fine. But yeah. Pullback at these levels is very possible. There is some positive divergence, some sort of a shooting star. We tapped resistance. Like we have, different reasons, for us to expect some sort of a pullback from these levels. Just a little one, right? Just a little one, because on the daily, it's still looking fine. Okay, so we're done with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's have a look at Cardano. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so there seems to be some demand at support, right? Hence, we have this, beautiful push to the upside. Prior daily candle close was okay. It was fine. RSI is still below 50, but we do have some nice divergence, right? We do have some nice divergence. As long as daily manages to hold above 0.28-ish or 0.277-ish, there's a chance for Cardano, to see some push to the upside. By the looks of this, if we can see a close above, first of all, we have resistance right here. above 0.31 to 0.32. Okay, if you can see a daily candle close above that level, next resistance would be all the way here. Hold on. 0.33-ish to 0.34-ish areas. And yeah, after that, like there is really not much holding us until all the way up here, 0.37-ish, 0.38-ish levels. Okay, so yeah, it's looking a tad better today. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly as well. Gotta hydrate so much, gotta compensate for a lot of days and not a lot of drinks and so on. Okay, 4-hourly. Yeah, okay, negative divergence already showing on the 4-hourly time frame. If we can't see a close above this level right here, we're probably not gonna see, you know, 0.31-ish yet. Okay, like that, the bottom, you know, level of this box, this resistance for the 4-hourly time frame, right? When it comes to support, if we see any close below this level, then hold on. Yeah, it could pull back all the way down to 0.295, 0.29-ish. Okay, somewhere around these levels. Yeah, it might not be a big difference, but I'm here to give you unbiased TA, so it doesn't matter what I think. It's gonna tell you what I see, and then we can move on, right? So that's it for Cardano pretty much. Not much to add there. Let's move on to the next one, BNB. I was looking at BNB. Weekly chart, okay? There is this very important level that it keeps on holding, bouncing off. If you guys notice this red dashed line, so it's been bouncing off it quite a few times. I can't say there is any, you know, nice divergence right now. None. But this is the weekly. Like, weekly still a baby. Just, you know, just telling you my thoughts on what I've been seeing. On the daily time frame, MACD is bullish. Positive momentum on the oscillators. RSI above neutral. Nice. Problem is, as long as we are below 245, you know, on a 4-hourly time frame, it's still just not doing much. Okay, it's still not doing much. In short, what I'm trying to say is for this to be interesting, because right now, most likely a pullback is gonna happen again unless we see a close above $248, like soon-ish. There are signs telling us that, you know, we could see a pullback instead. But at least 242-ish, you know, back to lows of $240, very possible. This is on the 4-hourly that I'm talking about, and on the daily, like prior daily candle close, it's fine, but I like to see a daily candle close above $252, you know, for us to at least push a bit higher, a little bit higher. Okay, I'm not even talking about that big of a difference, but still we're still respecting this channel. Not much is going on. We're still below this heart line. Like, it is still doing like not much. Really? Let me have a look at something else. Hold on. What is this? BNB. Yeah, not much interesting going on. Was having a look at the moving averages with the other settings, but I really do not see anything that's looking interesting at all. So yeah, that's BNB. For hourly, most likely like see a pullback to at least, like I said, loss of $240. Wrong if we see a close above $248, okay, on the 4-hourly time frame. On the hourly, yeah, $243. It's just like, you know, what I just mentioned on the 4-hourly, to be a bit more precise, you know, $243, any close below that level, loss of $240. So on the hourly, first support is around, you know, $243, okay, right around that level. So yep, that's it for BNB as well. Like if there's not much to add, then there's not much to add. Even better, TA's short, beautiful, simple. Okay, before we move on, there's one more interesting thing. This is BNB on the 10-minute chart. Maybe it's better with the 15-minute chart. Hold on. On the 15-minute chart, we are at some type of a support level, right? Any close below this area, which is close to $243, then you know what happens next. But there's this beautiful hammer, right? Nice divergence. Could push it back to at least, you know, this level. But yeah, we're talking about 15 minutes. Like, it's not worth it. Just saw it, go it, and you know, since I'm too into TA, like I had to just, you know, talk about it. Now we can move on. All right, we're done with BNB as well. Next. Party. So yeah, not gonna discuss the weekly. We'll take this one on Sunday, right? But the daily, we kind of had some sort of a double bottom. We had, you know, some nice divergence. We got some positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bullish. RSI is above neutral, but it's not all, you know, good news. We are at resistance at the moment. Unless we see a daily candle close above 0.0507, being precise now. Probably not gonna push, you know, to this level, to at least, you know, 0.05 or ish areas, right? So we are at resistance. Prior daily candle closed with some sort of a doji. Yeah, things are looking a bit like it wants to pull back, right? Just a little bit like it wants to pull back. We have some negative divergence for hourly. Bulls look exhausted. Yep. Okay, let's talk about support now. First support I'm looking at is around this level right here. Wouldn't be surprised if it's the same for the hourly. Yep, kind of pretty much, yep, almost. From 0.04849-ish to 0.0475, okay? So we got support around that level, you know, for support. Any close below that area, then there is a decent chance we could pull back all the way to 0.046-ish, 0.04... Yeah, 0.0466 to 0.046-ish areas, okay? Somewhere around these levels, somewhere between here to here. So that's Scotty. Yeah, bulls looking exhausted on the hourly. Also on the 4 hourly. Yep. Yeah, I don't see anything else, so I'm gonna mark the next support right here. It's the same for the hourly pretty much, so no need to change anything. And yeah, for us to like get to the next level, we need to see an hourly candle close at least above this level, right? Cool, and we can move on-ish. Next, Aptos. So last time I mentioned there was some positive divergence developing, but if we saw any daily candle close below 6.96-ish levels, most likely that we pulled back a little bit. What happened? We pulled back a little bit, right? Okay, fine. But we are still within this channel. We are still within this channel, okay? We got negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bearish. RSI is below neutral. This is all on the daily. On the 4 hourly time frame, let's see now. Positive momentum on the oscillators. Unfortunately, we have signs of negative divergence. But thing is, hold on. there is demand around these levels. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we are seeing signs, you know, that the bears are getting tired. Now, they're not out of, you know, the picture yet. I'd love some more confirmations because, you know, we broke below this level. We pulled back. I think we went down at least, you know, 8% or so from this area, from the breakdown. Yep. We went down around 8%. So I was kind of, you know, prepared if, you know, if it would break down below this level. I was expecting, you know, a nice, you know, little push to the downside. But there seems to be some sort of a demand. Now, if it manages to hold a daily support above this area, 6.645-ish, you know, 6.64 level, it would be good. Like, this is not a bad thing. If we see any daily candle close below this level, guys, most likely we pull back all the way to 6.3-ish. Even lows of $6 is possible if you lose, you know, 6.3-ish. So yeah, like, that nice divergence we had is invalid now. It's out of, you know, the question. And we need to see a close above this area, 6.821-ish at least, you know, for us to push to these levels, you know, $7 to $7.2. We can see some negative divergence already on the 4-hourly time frame right here. Yeah, nice wick to the upside, but yeah, like, I don't see anything else. There's a lot of wicks to the downside as well, right? Hourly support is right around 6.63-ish to 6.1-ish. Any close below that level, yeah, we could, you know, pull all the way back down to 6.45-ish. Very possible. Yeah, that's it. Aptos. This didn't hold. Negative divergence got invalidated and we pulled back down. This is why I love to talk about different scenarios, you know, so one is prepared. If this happens, all right, this was gonna happen, or this could happen, or if this happens, all right, this could happen, right? Okay, let's move on. We've had a look at what Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, BNB, Kati, Aptos, and now XRP. And then we'll have a look at HBAR. Chat, how you doing, guys? Okay, Ripple weekly, just a fast glance. Not that, you know, the weekly is important at the moment, but just a quick look. It's so unfortunate with that negative divergence. I do not like it. I do not like it at all, but it is here. We can't do anything about it. Let's have a look at the daily. Daily is beautiful. I was having a look at the daily earlier, and yeah, I'd love some more confirmations, of course, but I'll tell you about the beautiful things so far. So we have some nice divergence developing. Number two, we're still in some freaking way, we're still holding above this level, okay, 0.625-ish area, like no daily candle close, like a slight candle close below it. But if there's no follow through, doesn't matter. No, it doesn't, right? We always want follow through after it happens for us, you know, to see that there is strength, like, you know, to get some more confirmations, right? That didn't happen in this case. So we have this beautiful doji, right? nice divergence on the oscillators. Like MACD is still, crappy. I know. RSI still below neutral. I know. That's why I'm saying I'd love some more confirmations, but I definitely see already that bears are losing steam a little bit. They're gonna get back their strength again if we see a daily candle close below this white line with strength being with follow through. Okay, actually now it's kind of changed. It's not just a white line, like all the way to 0.5958. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. 4-hourly, our first resistance is around this level. It's the same thing for the hourly as well. Okay, so if we can see a close above this level, which is around 0.065, an hourly candle close, a 4-hourly candle close, the next resistance, next potential resistance is around 0.66 to 0.68-ish levels. Okay, let's see what else on the 4-hourly. Unfortunately, I'm about to break your hearts after, a few good news. There is signs of some negative divergence already. So, since we are at resistance as well, right? There's a chance we could pull back. We could pull back to at least, 0.63-ish or 0.62-ish possible. Any close below that level, like there's really no strong support until the lows of 0.6. Okay, so short term we could see a pullback. Oh, even better on the hourly, we can see it straight, like we can see everything we need to see. Okay, a bit crooked and better. So if we see any close below this level on the hourly, okay, then we pull back to that, support that I just, spoke about when it comes, to the 4-hourly time frame, right? So hourly first support is right around these levels. We'll see what happens. So yeah, short term pullback, very possible. On the daily, I love prior daily candle close. I love the one before it as well. Like the close is in favor of the bulls. We just need to see a close above this area, on the daily, on the 4-hourly, on the hourly, for us to push a bit higher. But yeah, nice divergence. Nice game going on for Ripple. I don't know what's going on fundamentally at the moment, but PA wise, as long as we're above this area, it's fine. If we lose this, we gotta be prepared for different scenarios, right? We gotta be flexible, right? If we lose this one, then yeah, a decent chance we could pull all the way back down to 0.53-ish and even a bit lower. Okay, so yeah, that's Ripple. We're done with Ripple. I think we're done with Ripple. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. HH bar. Oh, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. All right, hold on. I have to find the stream where I spoke about this when it was around these levels. But I did say that we are gonna find resistance, around these areas until, we break out, which we might see this week. We'll see what happens, right? Weekly is not that important. Just having a quick glance, it's not important at the moment, I mean, because, it's a baby. 5 days still left to go. But since I didn't stream on Sunday, we're having a quick glance, just to be fair, right? So positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is, bullish, and our size above 50. Like, that's good, all good. We are at some sort of a resistance when it comes to the daily time frame. Look, this one closed right at this trend line, right? this crucial trend line that we have right here, which acted as support and then, you know, acted as resistance, and then when it broke above it, it broke good, and then, you know, acted as some almost tapped it, you know, some sort of support again. And since it broke down below it, it's been acting as resistance like quite a few times, right? So yeah, I'm liking this. Thing is, it closed right at resistance, but it closed with strength. So I love that. That is not a bad thing. It is telling us that there is, you know, a good chance we could at least, you know, come all the way to 0.065-ish. And then from there, we'll see what happens. Like any 4-hourly candle close above this level, 0.066-ish. Let's round it off, 0.066-ish. Then there is really not much holding us until, you know, 0.07 almost. So it's not looking that bad. It's not looking that bad. I'm liking H bar at the moment. Well, levels to like it even better was around these areas when I told you guys that it's looking, you know, interesting, right? This was back in June. Oh, excuse me. So let's draw our support and so on. Because we're at resistance, right? So I'm expecting some sort of a pullback soon-ish, unless, you know, we see a break above this resistance, the top of the box, right? Daily is beautiful. Prior daily candle close, you know, close beautiful, but is there gonna be follow through today, or is resistance gonna be respected, right? Yeah, we could build some negative divergence here. It's time to be a bit cautious. Like I said, levels of interest, at least for a long, was, you know, around these areas, right? Okay, first support is right by the dashed line right here. I don't know why you guys can't see it. Okay, right here. Yeah, any daily candle close below this red dashed line, we pull back a bit lower to at least, you know, 0.056. Any hourly candle close below this level right here, then we could pull back all the way down here. Let me just draw it for you too. Hold on. Capiche? That is somewhere between 0.057-ish to 0.056-ish. Okay. And yeah, if this doesn't hold, then you know how it goes. We go a bit lower and so on as support, right? So yeah, time to be cautious. We are at resistance. Good that we are above this trend line, but question is how's this daily candle gonna close, right? On the 4-hourly, we still have 3 hours to go. We'll see what happens. On the hourly, there's a fight going on between bulls and bears at the moment. The 15-minute chart is struggling, like bulls are struggling. We got support around this level, 0.0622-ish. any close below that area, yeah, we pull back, you know, a bit lower. Awesomeness. Yeah, gonna be interesting to see what happens when we reach 0.066-ish levels, right? So that's H bar. We're done. Up. Optimism. It's had a good ride. Mago. Glad you made it. Hello, hello back at you. Hope you've had a good day. So yeah, okay, optimism. On the weekly, 4 days to go, we'll see what happens. And well, we are losing the negative momentum slowly, but who's to say next week, you know, it won't continue, right? But looks like, you know, MACD wants to go bullish and so on and so forth, but this is on the weekly. We will see what happens in 4 days. Now let's focus on the daily, right? We got positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is still bullish, but it's curling down, so keep an eye, I guess. We got RSI that is, yeah, still above neutral. It's still fine. It was really never overbought either. But do we have negative divergence? Yes, we do. Unless we see a close above $1.8, we still got negative divergence, guys. Okay, so keep that in mind. And if that gets respected and we break below this trend line, first support I'll be looking at is around 1.5 to 1.422. Like, it's not difficult to see. Look at the prior daily candle close. It's like peers are in charge, right? For hourly, we do have some support around 1.653-ish to 1.6-ish levels. And if that doesn't hold, then all the way down to 1.55-ish. To lows of 1.5. That would be, you know, somewhere close to this daily support, right? Awesomeness Mago. So yeah, gonna have an eye on this one, see if we break below this trend line that has been acting as support. And if it breaks, first support right here. If this doesn't hold, second support would be all the way down around 1.3-ish to 1.11-ish. Okay, so yeah, negative divergence daily. On the 4-hourly. Oh, it's looking interesting. Okay, as long as this support holds, I just mentioned there's support here, right, on the 4-hourly. So as long as this support holds, we could see a bit more push, maybe to 1.74-ish, 1.77-ish. Maybe retest, you know, just recent highs even, right? And then roll over because daily is looking so and so. Like, we're gonna only continue up if we can see a daily candle close above 1.9, okay? Simple. 1.9, yes, there is a nice chance. Then we could, you know, at least see 2.22-ish, 2.1-ish, all the way around that level. So yeah, that's optimism in short. And last one, Solana. So MACD's whatever, our size above neutral, not a bad thing. We broke above this parallel, channel or bull flag, whichever you like to call it, right? We are above this, critical area as well. At least, prior daily candle closed above it. Now we'll see. We'll see if we can close above this, resistance. This is a nice close. Like bulls are, pushing. Bulls are definitely in charge. But we need to see a close above 25.7-ish dollars for this to continue to the next resistance and then the next resistance and so on and so forth. But yeah, this is not that ugly. Like I've seen worse. I've seen worse. For hourly, any for hourly candle close, or actually any hourly candle close below this white line, yes, we could, pull back down a little bit again. So yeah, we'll see what happens when we reach resistance. Right now it's just, hanging on there. Nothing special going on. Weekly is looking, yeah, okay-ish. Not a lot of difference since last time. Yeah, but I'd start, being a bit cautious when it comes to the shorter time frame, since we are close to resistance. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we manage to hold at least, above $23.8. If we can, like, if we don't see any close below that level, then nice. If we do, yeah, there's a chance we can, pull back a little bit. First support on the hourly, if we see a close below that, white line would be somewhere here. Awesomeness. So let's head over to Bitcoin and see what's going on there. Yamagos, I was talking about earlier how we had, I was telling them how we had that Patreon call and we were talking about this level right in time, right? Right in time. When I was telling you that this is a level, like a potential, buying level more than a shorting level that I'd be nibbling in instead of, going out or shorting around these areas. And this push came quite fast after that conversation. Like I think an hour or so after the conversation. Like thank God, like I was ready for that one, but it happened pretty fast. Yeah, it's interesting. This is why I love, discussing, TA and giving a piece of my mind. Now, I know to next time, for next time when you'll be looking at the chart, you'll be looking at it in a, different way and remembering, these little things we go through and discuss and so on and so forth. Because I told you, yeah, I can imagine a lot of people shorting around these levels, but since I've already discussed this on this live stream quite a few times, the fact that history could repeat itself and the fact that we had a nice divergence, you know, developing on the daily. The fact that if I didn't see any daily candle close below this level, right, 29,000-ish with strength, I'd be a bit careful. But again, I also did say any for all candle close below this level, yeah, we could, you know, we could pull back a bit lower, right? That is very normal. But all in all, in general, this white line, this crucial level right here, this one, around 28,600 is still not broken. That is the important thing for us, you know, to keep in mind. This is still not broken. When it breaks, if it breaks, okay, especially on a weekly time frame, like if I see any weekly candle close below this level, I think I've said this many times, but it is important because it's still, I still stick with that, okay? Any weekly candle close below this level right here, around 28.5-ish, okay? 28,430-ish. Then yes, there is, like, things could get rocky. Excuse me, sorry. To be precise. I don't know which chart it was. Yeah, 28.4-ish, you know, 28,300 something, 28.4-ish, somewhere around that level. If I see any weekly candle close below that level, then yes, things, I'm gonna be adapting. But until then, this was a nice position for anybody who was longing, or anybody who took, you know, this trade. Like, kudos to you, good to you. It was beautiful. And yeah, now we're at resistance, and we gotta wait and see. We got to wait and see if support is gonna hold. But I'm just looking, look, right now, when I'm thinking of Bitcoin, I'm thinking of this. Like, I'm thinking of the bigger picture, right? I'm looking at this and going like, okay, let's see what happens. Because if history does, you know, does get repeated again, things are about to get interesting, right? Like, we'll see. We still have this obstacle that we have to break above 32,000, you know, 400-ish, 32,500-ish. But after that, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, guys, any questions or requests? We've been live for an hour. We've covered, like, wow. For some reason, everything is, hold on. I forgot to put commas in between. I mean, any requests, let me know. It's been a long weekend. Like, we've like, I've been at a festival with friends, a big festival. We had like artists like 3R Legend and Swedish House Mafia, French Montana, and Burna Boy and whatnot show up. So I'm still like recovering a little bit, but I'm fine now. I'm good right now. I've just been studying Bitcoin, especially after the talk we had. Awesomeness. Like, yeah, I hope you've been watching the videos and so on, as you know, everything that's the resources for the Patreon. So I hope you've had a look at them as well. But yeah, the talk we had was a good one. It was a good one. Yeah, I can't wait, you know, for those Patreon classes. I think next week we're gonna have one as well. And then at least once a week or once a month, at least that's the idea. The more people, you know, that, you know, join up, sign up, it's gonna be interesting, because those talks, it was a 40-minute, session we had, Mago. But it was the... I'm not saying this because, I'm the one who was, talking about it and so on and so forth. It was really a good one. Especially, when you talk about it before things happens and different scenarios and so on and so forth. When everybody's, talking about, possible, because when we're around these levels, after breaking below this level, yes, we pulled back. Yes, I was also talking about a pullback, but it was these small details that people could miss. And if they missed them, they could end up shorting around these levels, right? And what do we say about shorting at support areas, right? Same here, Margot, same here. Looking forward. Shorting at support areas is a risky thing to do. Very risky thing to do. It's as if one would go long around these levels, right? Wouldn't be that fun either. You see? So yeah, guys, it was an awesome stream. Like, I feel like we covered a lot. It was sweet, short, and simple, as it should be. No complications. And yeah, thank you for all the love, the likes, the contributions, and the love. And yeah, keep on smashing that like, hit that bell, and share and so on and so forth with people you know are interested, to learn and so on and so forth. And join Discord, by the way, join Discord. And if you're interested in classes on how I do TA, like not financial advice, by the way, yeah, join Patreon. That's where we, do the most of these discussions, serious discussions, right? Yeah, Howley, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. And Mago, much love to all of you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, happy trading, trade safe, and good night.